Now, just while we're warming up here, testing the levels,
Yeah.
what I'd like to do is do a quick commercial advert for our Brighton show.
Oh, right, yeah, of course.
What we're thinking, like wacky, zany music, and it's come on down to the, like that kind of advert, like a real radio advert.
Yeah, could do, yeah. So what would that be if you were to do that?
It's true, they're playing Brighton, down at the Brighton Pier on July the 1st. Seldom differ live, too hot for telly.
Yeah, that's good enough, isn't
Something
it?
like that.
Yeah, I think I'll just use that.
Right, okay. Cool.
And you know,
Did you want?
Don't forget the wacky music.
sorry, the
John.
wacky music. Yeah.
Would you? Maybe you could put in some testimonials, like if you say, "Don't believe me, just hear what these people said about it."
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
That's a good idea. You don't have to take my word. Listen to this crazy lot and see what they say about it.
Loved every minute. A great show, just a great night out.
Yeah, we're all right. Yeah, had a good laugh.
I went to the wrong venue.
I'm sure I could piece something together from
Knowing you, right?
from that. But do come down and tickets are on sale now. There's a link to the tickets in the bio or whatever, not bio, in the description of this podcast. I'm sure you can find them if you want them. It's going to be good.
Oh, Lantern Theatre.
Oh, at the Lantern Theatre. Do you not say
The
that?
Lantern
Say that.
Theatre.
Yeah.
We'll cut it back in.
Lantern Theatre?
Yeah, nice. Cool. Okay. I'm sure I can.
What should we say? What date that is? Probably. You know what I mean?
I think he already said that in the
First of July,
initial.
weren't it?
In the initial.
That's right.
But yeah, it's the 1st of June. Did you say July?
I think I said July.
Okay.
Let me do the date again. On the 1st of June. That'll fit in, won't it?
Yeah.
So,
Great.
1st of July at the Flashlight Theatre in Bristol.
See you there.
It's true, they're playing Brighton, down at the Lantern Theatre on the 1st of June. Seldom differ live. You don't have to take my word. Listen to this crazy lot and see what they say about it.
Loved every minute. A great show, just a great night out.
Yeah, we're all right. Yeah, had a good laugh.
I went to the wrong venue. Seldom differ live. Too hot for telly. Great pre-chat. Guys, Guinness World Record's oldest dog, in inverted brackets, Bobby, that's with one B, stripped of title.
Hold on. So 1B.
Well, two B's, but like
Right. I was going to say,
not next to each other.
It's
Do you know
either
what I mean?
boy or obby.
Yeah, no, you're right, John. You're right. I mean, BOBI.
Oh, okay. All right. Accept.
Sorry, I meant not two B's as in next to each other. Y, like Bobby.
Worth bringing up though, because it was definitely a mistake.
Yeah. So the off to a smashing start.
Mr. Patentic strikes again.
Thank you.
No, I'm glad. I liked it.
Yeah, just me that didn't. Guys, do you remember this dog, Bobby?
He's been stripped of his title.
Stripped of his title of oldest
No.
dog. So it was very sad I believe last year. This happened. The dog died. It was a very, very old dog.
Yeah.
So Bobby died in October. This is from Sky News, by the way. So it's big news, you know. Bobby died in October at the reported age of 31 years and 165 days, which is, old.
And that's human years.
Yeah.
Wow.
In dog years, I mean, John, do the math.
That's 4 human years. Human years.
Well, they've been through this before, won't we? But so we don't have to dwell on it. But
Sure.
is dog years just made up to make you feel less sad about how young your dog died?
No, not really. It's I think it's to work out, like, so you go, say a dog dies at 14.
That's
Say that's 80 years old human years.
Right.
So then when that dog's 7, half its age, it's 40 in human years.
Right.
So I think it's just to kind of prepare the kid or whoever in trying to, in basically saying, look, in dog years,
Yeah.
this dog's nearly dead.
That's what I'm saying, though, I think.
What was your...
It's to make you feel less bad that it's died at such a young age. It's kind of exactly what you've said.
Oh, okay,
back
sorry.
To me. Because a year, of course, is related to how many times it takes to, the days it takes to circulate. What is a year? It's how long the Earth takes to circumnavigate the sun or something, circulate the sun. That's a day, isn't it? No, hold on.
No. So the sun's spinning. That's the night and days because it's.
You'll get that.
The Earth's spinning.
It takes the Earth 365 days to go around the sun, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
correct.
Yeah, exactly.
And a quarter.
So that's what a year is, and that's for a reason. That's not just been plucked from thin air. And the dog one, I'm saying, has that just been plucked from thin air? So we can get our heads around the age of the dog a bit better, and like I say, and assume, it's a very old man dog, even though it's.
I suppose so. Yeah.
Yeah.
I suppose it's so you have the relativity there.
I feel like you hear this phrase "dog years" less and less as the years go on. To be honest,
Same.
Maybe it was a kid thing.
I think. And maybe people only hear it on this podcast.
Yeah, maybe they're phasing it out. But anyway, sorry. So he died at 31.
Phasing it out.
31 in human years. But
That's a lot of dog
which
years.
was a record at the time.
Dead in dog
but
years.
He's been stripped of that, and and we'll find out why, I suppose.
Yeah. So his breed typically live between 12 and 14 years.
What breed was that, Matthew? If I may.
It was a purebred, and they're called Refiro do Alentejo Portuguese. Yeah. So I don't know. It looks like a Labrador. Like a lab cross. Looks a bit like Ruby, to be fair. My old dog.
We've just had the boys down at the lab who've worked out how long that would be.
Good, nice one.
Dog years 217.
Right,
wow, so there we go.
Old dog.
So it's like if a human lived till that age, that's fucking
maybe
old.
220 because it's 100 days, wasn't it? Beyond. So
yeah, I mean even older, to be fair. But was she?
Whoa.
Bobby, who was crowned the world's oldest dog, has had his title stripped from him following controversy around his real age.
Oh, yes.
Bobby, who lived in Portugal, was said to have been 30 years and 268 days old when he was named the world's oldest dog by
Guinness.
Guinness, thank you, very official. Guinness World Records. It's funny, isn't it? We've spoken about like with the Edinburgh Festival and having like the Perrier sounds like nice, but that's just water. And then when you get like Foster's, it's like doesn't have the same. You forget that Guinness World Record is just sponsored by Guinness.
I know, it's the beer guys, isn't it? Or the stouts guys or whatever.
Huge sponsorship for them.
Yeah. Well, it's even
massive.
I don't even know that they sponsor the World Record book. Don't they just make the World Record book? Or do you see what I'm saying? Like, could it get to a point where the World Record book is going, but it's, the Heineken Book of World Records, the, dare I say, Cronenberg Book of World Records? I don't know if it could. I think it's their thing. I'm not sure about that.
I think it's their thing, yeah. I think there's a thing about... They were there at the start, basically.
What? So Guinness actually it's
like
their
commissioned it.
Thing.
Yeah, I think so.
To look into it.
I mean,
I'm not sure, but I think so.
Maybe that's a whole other episode.
I'm sure it's a different department within the beer factory.
That'd be mad if they got that off the ground and it'd be like, we'll be the official people for. What happened before the Guinness World Records then? There was just no record of people like eating as many eggs as possible in under 2 minutes.
I think it might be
That's
true,
sort of
yeah.
the point of it is, I think it was, I'm clutching at, fractured memories where it's like there was something about someone wanted to know what the fastest speed like a pheasant had run or something daft like that. And they had to get, I don't know, Guinness got involved.
But the World Record breakers with Roy Castle.
Yeah.
Was that the Guinness World Records?
Yeah, were they associated? They must have been associated because they'd always have the adjudicator from Guinness, their president.
But that's what's crazy, isn't it?
And it was always hammered.
Yeah, couldn't count. Couldn't count how many...
Guys, started because British engineer and industrialist Sir Hugh Beaver, outrageous.
Come on now.
Huge Beaver. The managing director of the Guinness Brewery started it to solve trivia questions among bar patrons. So it's like, you're at the pub, you go, right, which would win though? between.
Oh my lord!
Amazing. So it's the original
So
Google.
they're the ones that.
And that actually makes a lot of sense. Like, oh, it's in the pub. You're having these
Yeah.
chats about what's the biggest pizza ever made, whatever it is. Oldest dog, even.
Yeah, because you don't even associate it with Guinness, really, do you?
Not really.
Like,
No,
you're not thinking when
That's the point. I think
Guinness World
yeah.
Records, and I don't think, oh, Guinness.
Of course not.
Well,
no.
like the Perrier, you never associated that with water.
Fizzy
did you?
water. No.
I think
Is
that's
this the
because
name of
I'd
an
heard of
award?
the Perrier before I'd heard the water.
Yeah, same. Yeah.
Because I'm not posh enough to be drinking Perrier water.
I mean, I was certainly reading the Guinness Book of World Records before I was drinking Guinness.
Same.
So maybe there's something in that too.
There was some images on there that,
What were you going to say?
it's just crude, really.
Oh,
So just saying, I'm just thinking of the age I was reading the Guinness
Yeah.
World Book of Records.
world's biggest boobs.
Oh, God.
World's quickest wank.
No.
Come on, it's a bit of fun. It's a bit of fun. That's really interesting, actually. I mean, maybe we should follow it up with its own episode on. Well,
Absolutely.
I mean, I think
We must have covered areas
it,
of
we have
this.
covered it a bit.
Yeah.
But that is an interesting fact. It's actually they started it.
Yeah.
And it's not a
I mean, I
sponsor.
assumed that, but yeah. But anyway, but the reason is very interesting as well.
Yeah, because that's my point. Is why would Guinness go? Oh, we should be ahead. Like we should be in charge of all the official
I know,
things.
yeah. It's like,
all
why
these
doing
official things. Because we're beer, but I love the fact of just taking it.
Yeah,
on
it's like,
themselves.
okay, someone says, I can do the world's fastest pirouette. I'm a ballet dancer.
Yeah,
Okay, get the guy from Guinness down to judge that.
yeah.
That's weird, isn't it?
And then who were the original Guinness guys that were just chosen? Like,
Yeah.
Ron, you're good at like timing
Measuring stuff.
Yeah.
Measuring
You're good
stuff.
at watching stuff and,
and
keeping
wearing a
note.
suit with lots of lanyards around it.
Holding a clipboard.
Can we get you down and see how many beans he's put in a bath? Literally, no, that can't be one.
Well, my copy of Guinness World Records was 1997. I don't know if you remember which one you guys had. But mine was 97.
A few of them.
And that, inside the inner sleeve, inside not the sleeve, like the first page, where there was no text. It was pure beans. Like the whole...
pure beans.
It was just like 2 pages of glossy
What do you want for lunch, Ryan?
pure beans. But, like glossy, high-quality imagery beans.
Yeah. I'm trying to think what year not now, but I'll find this out. But there was definitely a picture of Britney Spears in there, I remember.
Right.
You were like, wow, sexy girl kind of thing.
Yeah, I just really enjoyed
And
music.
it's like, I'm just interested in the records moment.
Yeah.
But hidden amongst those pages
There
on
was-
page 117,
Yeah.
for example.
Yeah, and I think Britney would have been, I mean, I was going to say kind of relevant for the time.
Yeah.
But obviously she became relevant again with later tracks, and she's consistently relevant I'm not saying she's irrelevant now, but I think when I had
she
that
was
book,
big
it was
deal.
when she
Yeah,
was
yeah,
like around the era of,
But the first, I think,
started.
this is a confession. I think the first, as I recall, the first.
Wait, Ryan, before you carry on, John is a priest here. Can you just get into the booth and say, John, what would you have to say, John?
Father John,
Forgive me, Father, for I've sinned.
forgive me.
Been-
Well,
How long has
just-
it been since your last confession, Ryan?
I've never been before, but
So count it out in days.
oh my god,
many days
okay.
you've been alive?
How many is it in dog years?
Can we round it off?
Well, it's my entire life, 360. Oh my god, you're gonna make me do this.
Tell me what's
What,
on your mind.
300.
Come on,
365
Ryan,
times
let's not get
fucking.
bogged
No, he's going to do it.
30.
No, it'd be funny when he says the number, though. It's been
Okay, it's been 13,505 days
since
my last confession, and it's not. I mean, I don't class it as a sin really, but I mean, what I want to tell you is, it's more just because I feel like the listeners might find it interesting.
Yeah.
The first thing I
There's
searched.
no listeners in the confession booth.
Okay.
Ryan.
Well, the first thing I typed into like the internet.
Typed into the internet.
When I was searching for something a little bit
Yeah.
sexy.
Right, a little bit risque.
When I searched for something along the lines of sexy pictures of Britney Spears.
Okay.
I said to Jeeves, genuinely type
Yeah,
something along the
you
lines
asked.
of. I asked Jeeves. I said, I didn't say hi, Jeeves.
Yeah,
but I
how
said,
would you ask him then?
But I said, where can I see pictures, like sexy pictures of Britney Spears?
Amazing.
And then he answered, there's plenty of them online.
You can imagine, can't you?
But yeah, so I understand what you're saying. At the time, Britney was the one, wasn't she?
Yeah, it's interesting.
Yes, very much.
You
Yeah.
say that as well about I know that probably not the first thing that you entered into the internet, but
No,
I wonder what the first thing, because what would it wouldn't have been Google. Like, was AOL, and I don't want to go, this is definitely trying to divert us off here, but, why not?
We'll get back to the
like, you've got, like, was it be Yahoo and AOL?
Yahoo,
were they like search
AOL,
engines? Were they the ones?
Lycos,
Yeah, I mean,
Alta Vista.
AOL was a bit different. AOL was like your internet service provider, like Virgin
Right,
Media,
right.
for example.
Yeah.
But they had their own interface that set them apart, which included a search engine, I believe. And it had Joanna Lumley's voice that would say, "You have email,"
Oh, that'd be nice.
which was nice.
What about this one, Ryan?
But
Be free with FreeServe.
oh, very nice. Yeah,
What was that?
I mean, it's the
That
free
FreeServe?
serve. What do you mean? What was that?
Like, what is that? Search engine? Is
That's internet service provider like Virgin Media or.
right.
But yeah, you had Yahoo. Yahoo's like sort of pre-Google, wasn't it?
And I think you just said this. What was the one with was it Lycos, the one with the dog?
Yeah, I think John said like us. Yeah.
It'd be interesting to see what was the first thing I would have ever typed in,
Yeah,
like you worded quite nicely, into the internet.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd love to know. I need to go back in my history.
I think it's all written on a scroll.
Well, an hour.
I mean,
bloody.
I remember where I was when I discovered copy and paste.
Okay, what the sketch group that we saw?
That's such a bad name for a sketch group. It's such an Edinburgh sketch group.
Oh, we should
name,
do a
isn't it?
sketch about a sketch group called Copy and Paste. Like copy
We're
and
copy.
paste. I'm copy. I'm
And I'm
paste.
paste. I'm paste.
It's like if Paste from Hale and Paste went on to start another double act.
Copy and paste.
Or Copy and Paste.
Well, that's the tribute act to Hale and Paste, isn't it?
Copy and paste. Oh, that's perfect, isn't it?
This is
Oh my
gold.
God,
We should
let's do it.
We should be
We should
recording
do a
this.
podcast, us.
We should be recording that. Copy and
Oh,
paste.
it's the most.
Imagine being the fucking tribute act to Hale. I mean, don't get me wrong, Hale and Pace, as far as I remember, legends of the game.
I found them very funny as a youth.
But
Now
do the
listen,
tribute
What
to
a
them.
reference. Go on,
Now
John.
listen, we were trying not to get spun off into internet, but it happened.
Well,
But
It
as you
happens
said,
every single episode, so I don't know
Hold
why
on.
we lied to
I was
ourselves.
nearly there, but I didn't want to cut you off completely.
No, go on.
Lycos, speaking of dogs, tell me about that bloody dog getting his.
Oh, right. Yeah.
like us had a dog.
That's a good point.
Oh yeah, that was sorry. If that wasn't clear, Lycos, the whole thing was it was a dog that would go and fetch you.
That was it, wasn't it? And you press,
Yeah.
would you press fetch almost instead of search?
Something like that. Maybe it was a bone. The button was a bone or something. Like that.
Yeah. That then the novel. It's like we asked Jeeves, isn't it? The novelty then. It's just like, just give me the information.
Yeah,
Fuck off.
There was a lad at our school, right? There was a lad at our school.
Oh, so John's trying to bring me
You
right
won't
round
believe-
using
this is important.
Dog
No, this
story,
is important. Right?
This lad better be a dog.
He was doing his IT exam, yeah. And I swear down, right? I swear down, this is what I heard. He got to one at questions and it was like, oh, blah, 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 IT question. And he just wrote for his answer, ask Jeeves.
Oh
my God.
Yes.
Ask Jeeves, miss. Ask Jeeves, sir.
Nobody saw that exam paper except for him. But
I saw, not to digress, but I saw a video of a guy who's giving tips out about how you can scam Amazon by you can buy a game from them for something like 60 quid. He'd bought a Call of Duty game or something, I think, for about 60 quid. But then you have a week to send it back. So he got it, completed it, sent it back, and then he's like, and when you put your reasons, one of the options is you don't need it anymore. And he's like, and I don't because I've completed it.
Right.
And it was like, and then it was like reason for return. And he's like, completed it, mate. He just wrote in the box, completed it, mate. And then it was like, yeah, and a few days later, money in my account.
Right.
Because it's all just bots, isn't it? No one gives a
Right,
fuck.
yeah. It's funny. What, so you can actually have a product for a week and then just send it back?
You can try before you buy with trainers now on Amazon, and Ryan, you just open on the trainers on the page on the Amazon. You press a button and you can point it to your feet, and the trainers appear on your actual feet to see what they look like.
really,
Yeah,
that's
crazy.
hilarious.
Crazy.
it's really cool.
But Matt, are you telling me there was a dog and the owner was like dressing it up in little old man glasses, putting a little grey wig on it,
Had a pipe.
giving it a pipe and saying it's the oldest dog in town?
Are you taking a puppy?
Yeah, and it was really like, just a normal age dog.
Well, so in October 2023, he died.
Sad.
The dog, very sad, very sad.
Well, he's had a good innings.
Had a good innings, so we think.
Assume.
We assume.
Or had
he
he?
died at the reported age of 31 years and 165 days. But last month, the GWR launched an investigation. So someone's like gone, after the fact, like the Guinness people have been there. The dog's had the medal around its neck, had the photo taken with the framed Guinness certificate. A couple of months later, someone's gone, I don't know about this dog here. I don't look that old. Like,
Right.
31 years old is fucking old.
Well,
for a
like
dog.
Johnson's 200 years old, and it's just...
Dog years, yeah. So they launched an investigation into this Portuguese canine after doubts were raised over his real age.
Doubts.
I mean, the poor dog's there. He's got nothing to do with it,
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
The probe came despite his birth apparently being confirmed by the Portuguese government's pet database and the National Union of
This goes
Veterinarians.
deep. This goes
But
deep.
it's
How
big,
deep
but-
does a conspiracy
but
go?
Guinness, you don't get any higher than a Guinness World Book Record, does it?
Of course
You know what I
not.
mean? So it's prestigious and it's worth a hell of a
Oh,
lot.
I want one.
You can't be taking the piss.
Don't get me wrong, I want one.
Yeah, Bobby was a purebred. Yeah, like I said, the Raffario do Alentejo. Never heard it. Some kind of Portuguese dog. A breed of livestock guardian dog with an average life expectancy of 12 to 14 years. Then Bobby was crowned the world's oldest canine. It broke a record held since 1939.
When
So
you
it
could
was
just lie about anything.
Exactly. This is part of it by an Australian cattle dog that died at 29 years old and 5 months, which again is old for a dog, John.
Isn't that just someone going, oh, yeah, my dog, mate? Or like he's gone into a pub and he's like, what are you doing? And like, oh, we're trying to work out, like, quickest thing, tallest thing, and he's gone, well, you wouldn't believe my dog.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He's really old.
You could be in the pub with a cake, with like, say, 20 candles on it when it's actually like 6. So then you keep going along with this idea. And it's like, is that right? I remember being in here 10 years ago when he was celebrating his 15th. He must be over 30 now. Oh yeah, get it. I mean, the problem is it kind of ends. This basically ends. It says the GWR has now said it has no conclusive evidence that Bobby lived that long.
Right.
So were they saying that it was a forgery? Were the docs forged? Was it, to get Portuguese more tourism?
Just a bit of kudos for the Portuguese, because they ain't got much going on, have
Have
they?
they not got much? Bless them.
They always feel like they're playing second fiddle to Spain.
Chicken.
They've got Ronaldo, but,
Chicken.
I'm sure he'd rather not be Portuguese.
They've got Nandas.
Peri chicken, wasn't it?
But that comes from South Africa.
South Africa, yeah.
It's known as Portuguese,
Oh.
but actually it was originated in South Africa.
Oh, dear.
Mm-hmm.
Portugal. Good football team.
Good football team, but about the level of England, They're not winning everything. They're not winning out of anything.
Having that award taken away must really Portugal.
Nice. So the Guinness World Record, they said in a statement that microchip data sourced from the official Portuguese database had been central to Bobby's evidence, but it turned out that chipping did not require proof of age for dogs born before 2008. So are they saying that
It's like whoever put the chip in, like at that point said, "Oh, he's already."
So we're talking, it's the long con. So someone in pre-2008 gone, say he's 6 now.
Right,
And
yeah,
if he
he
lives.
he wrote that with the additional veterinary statement provided as evidence for Bobby's age, also citing this microchip data, we're left with no conclusive evidence, which can definitely prove Bobby's date of birth. I mean,
No.
But do you know what? Sorry, I was just going to say, it sounds like it could be true, actually. It's just they've realised they don't have the official evidence to prove it.
Yeah.
Like that guy with the clipboard from Guinness and the lanyards hasn't been with that dog from birth to death.
yeah.
And that's the only way, really.
And the information doesn't seem too conclusive, John.
yeah.
I mean, cut the dog in half, count the rings.
Yes.
A post-mortem.
Yeah, that's what it's called. What about...
I thought I was going
you were
to go in.
I thought it was going to come next. I was thinking I was about to say like post-mortem or something.
Yeah, okay.
Or, something like that. But just said what had happened or what would happen.
But can you get anything like from teeth? Could they check the teeth? Can that
The dental records.
give an age? I don't know. I don't know. Can you decipher the age of something from its tooth? I don't know. You tell me.
Tweet
you tell me. Text in, tweet in.
Tweet in.
Yeah.
Can you?
A specialist.
Listen, without any conclusive evidence available to us right now, we simply can't retain Bobby as the record holder and honestly claim to maintain the high standards we set ourselves with.
Which is fair enough.
They do.
It's fair enough. It could be true, but they don't know it's true. You know.
Yeah. I mean, it's sad. Mr. Costa did not immediately reply to a request for comment. In an email statement in January, his owner defended the title, saying Guinness World Records had spent a year checking the record claim.
Wow. I mean,
So
that's
a year.
effort, isn't it? Is it they spent a year checking the claim, or is it
took
them
a year
to get around?
For sure.
That's on the to-do list.
It took him a bloody year. So I suppose you're wondering, guys, how long did other pets lived? Quite long until. So I'm going to give you. It's a feature, guys. It's a pre-feature.
How long did they live for?
It's not so much how long did they live for. It's how long did the oldest one live for?
Okay, so it's kind of on average this time. We could have the jingle.
No. As in, it's the official
It's the longest lived.
longest living example of the one singular pet.
Okay, I see.
So it's definitely got elements of
How long do they live for?
Yeah.
It's not how long do they live for, it's how long can they live for.
Yes. Well, that's what I'm saying. In the feature, how long do they live for? It's the average, isn't it? Whereas this is the extreme.
Yes, this is like the one that.
This is
that got
how
away.
long do they live for extreme.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Yeah, I suppose it is. I mean, it's a shame not to have a jingle for such a feature, but
we could have the how long do they live for jingle and then just put extreme on the end of it.
let's do it.
Guilty as a question, and we all want to know: is it 9? Is it 18? Is it 34? There's only one answer, and we can't ignore. Come on, everybody, how long does it live for? Give me the answer. Mongoose, zebra, hamster. They'll give you the animal, but nothing else more. Come on, everybody, how long does it live for? Extreme Edition.
Okay, wow. Okay, it's the extreme.
It's the extreme edition of How Long Did They Live For? It's how long did this particular one live for, and claims to be the longest living one of this particular species. And we're going to start with a common pet that isn't a dog. What could it be, John?
Rabbit.
Very close, Ryan.
Oh,
Damn it.
I think you want me to say cat. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to say cat because it
Cat, absolutely right. Yes. So there was a cat. Passed away now. When I tell you the timelines here, it's not confusing, but you go, oh shit, we're old.
Right.
Right, I'll give you a clue. So I want you to tell me how long did this cat live for according to whatever data that was given at the time, and that they claimed that this was the legit longest living one.
This is in Guinness.
This one, not all of them are, I don't think. Or maybe they are.
Well, I don't believe them if they're not, but we'll play the game.
Play the game. I'm going to give you a clue here because I'm going to read a statement from this cat because I want you to know its diet, because I think that's gonna help.
Okay.
With you guessing. Okay, so this is Cream Puff. Okay, Cream Puff the cat.
Great name.
I love this.
Cream Puff the cat is the oldest cat ever at blank years and blank days old. So I'm looking for years and days. Okay. She was born on. No, I don't want to say that. Cream Puff was owned by Grandpa Rex, Alan's owner. Owned by Grandpa Rex, Alan's owner. Don't know what that means. And started her day with bacon and eggs, asparagus, broccoli, and coffee with heavy cream each morning.
It's the dream diet.
So this kitty had coffee and cream.
Living like an absolute king.
Living like an absolute king. So I sent this to our dear friend and director James Lord earlier today.
Yeah.
James Russell Lord, that is.
Of course.
And yeah, I said breakfast champions, and like James said, these scientists, they're all wrong. I mean, if this cat can live this long,
Well,
off a diet of bacon and eggs, obviously James hates eggs to be fair, but bacon, coffee with heavy cream each morning, heavy cream. Now that's different to your average cream.
it's much heavier.
It's a Christmas cream, if any. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's the heavy, thick stuff. But I'm looking. We've got 25 of these animals to get through, so we're gonna have to speak.
Oh my God. Okay.
So cream.
My problem here is I don't know how long a cat lives for anyway.
Right.
Like,
I'm gonna.
So,
Look, I
I'm-
don't know.
I'm gonna go
I've
for
write it
the-
down.
Yeah, I'm going to go for...
I'm not going to write mine down because I don't have a pen to hand.
Fair
I'm
enough.
just
It's all
going to
good.
say mine.
Yeah, I suppose we could just do it after each one, can't we?
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll go to John first because he's not got written it down, so I want to, so he doesn't lose his head, fall from his head. John, how old was this cat when it died?
22 years, 41 days.
22 years, 41 days from John, straight in there. Good, confident
Come on.
answer. I like his confidence. We move over to Ryan, who's going to say
I've said 21 years and 43 days, so not far
Whoa.
off.
21
all
years,
right.
43 days. So, and what was yours, John? 20.
22 years, 41.
Okay.
I'm wrong.
I can reveal that Cream Puff lived to the ripe old age, apparently, of 38 years
Wow,
and 3 days.
that's stupid.
Now, that'll be that heavy cream there. So, if you're wanting your cat to live longer, feed it bacon and coffee and heavy cream
Do you think
every morning.
this cat really
And
was
asparagus.
alive? Or do you think maybe, just maybe, the cat died a long time ago and the owner just kept waking up and cooking bacon and cream for it, putting it on
Just
the
a
dish.
pile of bacon
And
next to
then
this
in a
dead
sort
cat.
of almost like Fight Club-esque schizophrenic kind of vibe, they're actually down
There's a
there
possibility.
acting like the cat, eating the hot cream, eating the bacon, eating the eggs, eating the broccoli themselves.
Oh, God.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. If it is true, it does make you think, God, imagine if they didn't feed it heavy cream every morning.
Can't it still be going now?
It'd still be going now. Thank you very much, Ryan. Oh, by the way, so it was born in August the 3rd, 1967 and died on August the 6th, 2005.
Wow.
Yeah.
They saw it all.
So a lot.
Yeah.
So our show, our first show.
Just missed the
No,
recession.
they just missed our
Yeah.
first show. That's a shame. Died just before.
Yeah, that's a shame. Oh well.
A month before. Missed it. John, you were going to say something?
No, I was just saying, saw the moon landings, I think.
So the moon landings.
Oh, yeah. Vietnam
The
Yeah.
Vietnam conflict, yeah.
Miners strikes.
and
Minus
the
strokes.
larger ones. Thank you so much for having mattskinson.com, the brand. I'll get around to introducing us around, actually, after we've just started this intro. Right, we're going to move on, guys. I'm looking for the oldest parrot on record, okay? This parrot, as you're thinking, is called Cookie. A pink cockatoo that survived to the age of blank and survived his entire life at the Brookfield Zoo.
Assume it's correct. So cockatoo's a parrot, is it? Must be.
John, have you ever had a pink cockatoo? It's just, I mean, it's just pathetic. So, Cookie the parrot. Obviously, now, parrots do live incredibly long anyway, to be fair, don't they?
Oh,
Do
maybe.
they? I don't know, actually.
I mean, feels like it. Feels like it.
Although, to be fair, I mean, this is the oldest one, so, but
Do
anyway.
you want days and years and days?
There's just years, actually. Just years, guys, for this one. They've rounded it off. I'm going to go to Ryan first of all this time. Ryan, how long did Cookie the pink cockatoo live for?
I've gone for 42.
42 years.
I've gone 61 years.
61 years. I can reveal that one of you
I swear we've done this before. This animal
is
somehow.
closer.
Maybe.
Yeah, probably, mate. I mean, it's
Like episode
in
2
dog's
or
years.
something.
We've been going fucking. I can reveal one of you is closer than the other,
Oh shit! That's never happened.
and the winner is only off by 22 years.
Right, okay.
Cookie lived to the ripe old age of 83 years
Wow,
old.
wait.
83.
That's tortoise numbers.
It's getting there. It's
You're getting up
close,
there,
isn't
aren't
it?
you? Yeah.
It is close. Because you... It's mad, isn't it, when your pet is just... It's going to outlive you, or you could be born and die and live... You could be born on the same day as this parrot, live in the house with it.
Yeah.
Live your entire life and probably die at a similar age to it.
Do you remember?
Kind of nice.
Yeah, it is
one
nice,
year
right?
we did a how long do they live for eels.
God.
Long time ago, maybe the first one of the first ones,
Yeah.
and it was like they lived for like 85 years.
Oh,
on
I do remember
average,
this, yeah.
eels.
Was it the electric eel?
Oh, I can't remember, but my wife, just when I told her this incredible revelation, she said they should give them to newborns.
Right.
What do you mean?
Well, like
It could
an
live your whole life, have an eel forever.
With an eel, yeah.
Like when you set them up a bank account, you know.
Yeah, get 'em an
give
eel.
them a free eel with it, yeah.
Just put an eel round your wrist.
Here's your Halifax saver. Here's your plastic bag with an eel in it.
Fuck you know. Out of all the pets as well, like an
I
eel,
know.
just completely, what do I want to say? Devout of love, devoid of love.
Yeah.
Guys,
Harsh, but
I'm looking for the oldest hamster in, and you'll be glad of this, Ryan. The Guinness Book of World Records made it to a stunning blank. Give me years and months, and lived in the UK.
okay.
All right, I'll go first.
Yeah, that's all I'm going to tell you, basically. So, yeah, John, you can go first.
6 years, 2 months.
6 years, 2 months.
I forgot that. 29 years, 4 months.
29 years, 4 months.
big.
Now,
Yeah, it is
Yeah?
for a hamster.
but it's got a Guinness World Book of Records.
That-
right?
this is what I'm thinking.
It has to be a bit special. It has to be a bit special. So, John said 6. What did you say? 6.5.
What did I say, Ryan?
Can you remember?
Well, it doesn't matter really. 6 years, something.
Okay, 6 years. Future Ryan. Well, actually, you'll have heard of this by now, so you'd know. You'll have remembered what John.
It was 6 years something. So.
Yeah, 6 years something. And Ryan, you said
29 and 4.
29 and 4. I can reveal that the Guinness World Book of Records for the longest living hamster is 4.5 years.
Yeah, I mean, I thought it was a lot, but you know. Still, though, proud that it's a British one.
Right.
Nice to have that win
fucking
for the
100%.
Brits.
100%.
Fucking yes.
I thought you were going to...
Our hamsters live longer than yours.
I thought you were going to... I saw you look at the computer there, and I thought we had some sting or button that was just...
A British...
Like, yeah,
I'll in post, I'll stick in a little British... God Save the King.
Yeah, and also, can I just say, to be fair to Ryan, I looked at 4.5 years and was like, is that it?
Yeah,
I
you'd
think-
hope for that buying the fucking hamster. You'd go, well, I'm expecting at least a couple of years out of it.
Well, they live to like 2 years, I think, on
Right.
average, about 2 years. So, yeah, 4.5 is double the lifespan, I suppose.
Yeah.
But
I have
when I
always
first saw it, I was like, I was hoping for like...
definitely as a
similar.
kid used to get excited about the idea of. I've never had this. But actually, my sort of relative now, she's got one of these setups with her hamster. You know, the big tube systems,
Love them.
Yeah.
like the sort of like you're almost living in the future. Everything's
Yeah.
You travel everywhere by tube.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But when I said, you see what I'm saying? Not tube.
Yeah,
tube.
I had something similar.
Oh, really? Yeah, but like,
Yeah.
and you can like obviously build them out and make them into massive like
Some are mega ones.
worlds for the hamsters.
Yeah.
Very exciting.
Yeah, I was thinking that the other day, and I thought to myself, oh, maybe I'll get a hamster, because I'd seen something similar.
Right. Just build it all
And
around
you
your
think
own
like, oh,
flat.
it's such a cool thing for that hamster to live
Yeah,
in
exactly.
this, in this pimped out.
The trouble is, it's more fun for the hamster than it is for the human.
Well, I don't know if that's right, though, because part of me was like, oh, yeah, well, I think that looks fun, but the hamster's probably just like,
Stressed.
I'd rather be out somewhere in
Yeah.
the woods and not running through like
Yeah,
this.
it's actually like really claustrophobic for the hamster. Like,
Yeah.
in this fucking tube.
But then, to be fair, what would the hamster be doing? John, you could probably tell us this. What would the hamster be doing, if it wasn't in this kind of space age,
I think they're
tubular,
in,
awesome...
living deserts and warrens in deserts and
So
stuff
it's just
like that.
boring then.
They probably as in knock about the same area anyway. So
Right, yeah.
you know.
Anyway.
Sorry, so that's a point to John, by the way. Actually,
They're all points to John up
is
to
that
now.
3-0?
3-0.
So far?
Yeah. Oh, is it?
Yeah.
How many we got of these?
I mean, I've got fucking hell 4 or 5. I mean, I'll tell you what. Let's just toast through these next couple of ones.
Okay, quick.
You ready?
Yep.
Sahara, right? The world's oldest gerbil was a Mongolian gerbil named Sahara. So oldest gerbil,
6 years, 7 months.
6 years, 7 months for Ryan, and we go over to John.
8 years, 5.
Fuck off, John.
What?
The answer is this gerbil lived for 8 years and 4 months.
Ooh.
He's a month off.
Yes.
He's got
Come
his
on.
Ryan,
What?
well done, John.
Cheers, mate.
That's another point
Incredible.
to John.
Yeah, I know.
Tish, the goldfish. Come on, Ryan, you've got to win some back here. The average lifespan of a goldfish is between what and what?
I don't know. 1 and 3 years.
1 and 3 years, John?
Average.
6 and 8. I don't know.
6 and 8. Closer with John. His average fish is between 10 and 15 years old.
What, an average goldfish?
Would you believe? Yeah.
Fuck
10 and
yeah.
15. Would you
That's
believe?
all right, isn't it?
Okay.
So I've actually give you
Big clue.
a helpful clue.
I might have gone under that for the world record.
Yeah, so
Yeah, me
I'm
too,
I'm
actually.
being nice. So I'm going to give you the clue there and
Okay.
say that. But the longest lived goldfish on a record lived to the age of blank.
90.
And you'll love this, Ryan. Right? It's the oldest living goldfish. Yeah, and it was won at a fun fair.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Even better, by a UK family.
Amazing.
Oh,
Yes.
British
love it.
family.
Let's get that
That's
playing
what you want
again.
to see, innit?
Another win
God
for
save
longest
the
animal.
fucking king.
Ryan, how old was this goldfish, Tish, when it did?
Well, 90 and 4. I already said.
You said 19
honestly.
years, 4 months. I'm just looking for the years, just year.
Yeah, 90, yeah.
No, just the age of, but in years. You don't have to give any months.
Yeah. What do you want to... I just keep saying it, 90.
You're saying 90. Sorry, John.
132.
132. I can reveal that finally John
I was going to say, it's getting him in here.
has
Nah,
given it.
I thought it might have been one
Given
of
it.
the mental ones.
He's giving it, Ryan. There.
That was gifted. I was
on a platter.
I was almost throwing it away because I couldn't be asked for the game anymore.
Yeah.
But I got a point back. I'm back
I
in the
know.
game.
43.
Oh, okay.
43 is old,
43
though. That's
is old. And I
That's
just
old
want to do these as quick as possible. These last two, I'm actually going to cut out the horse one. I'm going to go just because John said this is the first pet when we start. I've got to finish on it, but this is the last one, and one of the reasons why I want to say it is because it's another Guinness World Record official one.
Official.
So at least we can put it in the official.
Is it British?
In the official bag. We don't know actually,
Okay.
Ryan. So the Flopsy, classic name for a rabbit. It lived, according to the Guinness World Book of Records, the oldest rabbit was a wild rabbit called Flopsy. Oh, it's wild, so them just kept tags on it. Who lived to the astonishing age of blank and how many months? Flopsy was, of course, at one end of the spectrum, and longevity to quite this degree is not the reality for most people.
Blah, blah,
We
blah,
know
blah,
that's
yada,
the
yada,
point
yada,
of the world
yada.
record, idiot. John, how old was Flopsy when she passed away?
35.
35
and
years
2 months.
and 2 months. Ryan,
I was thinking around the 34-3, I mean.
34. Fair enough.
34 years and 3 months.
Yeah.
I was actually looking for 18 years.
Okay.
Well,
And,
Yes.
and 10.75 months.
Nice.
I'm going to
5 of them.
leave it at that.
Yes.
So there you go. Bobby has been decrowned. You know, I'm just glad that he wasn't alive to see the Guinness World Book of Record people come in
I know.
and take away that framed certificate
It would have been so sad, wouldn't it?
and take the
Especially if it's
medal
true.
off the dog's neck.
And the dog's there going, no, I am that old.
Yeah,
I am that old.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. But there you go.
'Cause that's one of the worst things, someone who, being misrepresented in that way, where
Yeah.
people telling you that you're a liar and you're not.
I know, and it's. But to be fair to Guinness World, the Book of World Records by Guinness, like they say, a very reputable company, and they have to keep up standards, so they can't just give it away. So, fair play, and I hope they get to the bottom of it, Ryan. And with any luck, we'll find out that was its genuine age. I am, of course, joined in the studio today by the wonderful, the fantastic, with the hair of a bear. Of course, it is Sir John Patrick.
Hey.
Wow. Thank you for what a glorious introduction. And may I say, I'm joined in the studio by the absolutely gorgeous, sweetest heart you could ever have in your life. It's Mr. Ryan Howes over there.
Oh, nice.
Good old-fashioned Ryan Howes, right.
Good old-fashioned Ryan Howes.
He's paying it forward.
Thank you.
I like that.
I like this new system, actually.
Yeah.
Because I'm also joined here in the studio by the absolutely stunning, with the hair of a Sphinx cat. It's the gorgeous
Doesn't
Mr.
rhyme.
Matthew. With the hair of a Sphinx cat underneath his hat, Mr. Matthew. Mr. Matt.
Yeah, all right. Nice.
all right.
Skillington.com. The brand. Thank you for being here today.
No, thank you.
Well, no, thank you. Thank you, John. Thank you, Matt.
And can I mention today that an actor died?
I say an actor died.
And I say an actor died. And he was, he lived a good life.
Yeah.
A good long life.
Maybe the oldest actor, maybe.
Possibly. I mean, obviously not, but... It was, of course, Fred Elliott, as we know, as
John
the character.
Savidant.
John Savidant,
isn't it?
Savidant.
Yeah, but Fred Elliott.
Lost him today. This podcast, kind of old news by the time this podcast comes out, I imagine.
Yeah.
But what I wanted to do is just get a quick impression from Ryan of Fred Elliott.
Okay. Let me think.
Saying, now I've left you half a pound of sausages on the counter.
Now that Ashley, I've left you half a pound of sausages. I say, I've left you half a pound of sausages.
Wonderful.
Oh, that's good.
Wonderful.
I enjoyed it, but I didn't.
You didn't think you'd mastered?
Didn't do a good job.
Well, I think that's harsh, to be honest. John, give us a quick Fred Elliott, will you, mate? Just out of respect, more than anything. I mean, sure, respect. I'm just calling him Fred Elliott, and this is a man that's died, that's got a whole family and life outside of Fred Elliott.
Yeah.
And actually, percentage-wise of his own life, this actor, Fred Elliott would have been probably quite small.
Oh, tiny. I was listening to a podcast the other day with. I am ashamed to admit it. I wasn't listening to Terrible
John,
Features.
Get your dog collar back on.
But it had Sally Lindsay on, who played Shelley. I think her name was Shelley in Coronation Street. Barmaid Shelley.
I think her name was Shelley. Come on, mate.
No, it is, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Went out with Peter Kay on that episode, is it that?
Yeah, mate, that
Yeah.
sounds about right. But she was only in it for 5 years. That's nothing, is it?
Right.
But it was like, what she was saying, but it was at the peak. It was like when it was 14 million viewers every night.
Yeah.
So she just, everyone just suddenly knows you.
How long was Fred on there? I don't know we get into it, but Fred Elliott.
Many times.
5 years?
Many
Perhaps, maybe a
times.
similar run?
Probably more than, I'd say he was more.
Anyway, he provided great television and
Yeah, absolutely.
lots of love and respect his way. John.
Where is it set?
Weatherfield.
What county?
Manchester, or wherever Manchester is.
Greater Manchester.
Lancashire, I guess.
Oh, God, yeah.
the
I've actually sorry, yeah.
I did the best pork chops in Wetherby.
Weatherfield.
Wetherby's
Nice.
Leeds, I think.
Well, I hope that was kind of... I hope that's some solace to his family.
You do on them, Matt, dickhead.
Yeah.
Come on.
Well, what do you want to say?
Well,
That's how I say
you
what
have to think. You have to think of that.
Yeah, blood sausage. Come to that's one of the things he said in a clip I saw today. It was like, if you fancy a bit of blood sausage, ask for. It was like, how was it? Want a bit of blood sausage? Come down to Elliot's on Gas Street.
Gas.
It's called Gas Street.
GHS.
Yeah.
Oh.
Because if you fancy a bit of nice blood sausage, come to Elliot's. What was it? Come to Gas Street. What was it? Elliot's on Gas Street. Ask for Fred. And then he does this thing. Anyway.
Large scotch for yours truly, one for the young man on my left, and whatever you'd like for your yourself. And if you like a blood sausage, Elliot's on Gas Street. Mention my name.
Gas Street. Horrible name for a street.
I'll find the clip now and play it in because it's very funny.
If you fancy half a pound of blood sausage, come down to Gas Street. I say Gas Street.
Ashley.
Ashley. I'll fall him down a hole, Ashley.
Uncle Fred.
Hey, now there's Ashley. Jesus, that's a separate podcast. Guys, please, we
Oh
must
my
start the
God.
show.
Must
Can
start
I
the
just
show.
say, I've introduced you guys. Well, you introduced me, John introduced me, Brian introduced me, John introduced Ryan, blah, 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 blowing my mind. I want to say, first and foremost, before we start this podcast, I've got to say thank you so much to the listener, the terrible, terrible listener.
As always, thank you.
Beautiful episode. Thank you so much to the already Patreons that we have on. There. This year we've been continuing with the bonus episodes. There's plenty already on there, and there's plenty more to come. And we've made a promise this year to really kind of maintain and stick to our our what do you call it, Patreon privileges.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So if you do fancy signing up, then please do, Brian.
Well, no, just there's like there's coming up to 50 bonus episodes on there now.
Wow.
And they're between 30 and 40 minutes a piece, you know, so you're getting a lot of content on there, and it's good gear.
Yeah,
It's funny. It's funny stuff, and I often feel quite sad
it's not on the main
that we're not
pod.
putting it on the main pod. I keep thinking, we should release it at some point, but that's not the point. The point is it's behind the paywall. When I say paywall,
also
it's
that-
£3.
Yeah. No, it's a good point to mention the price, but I just want to say, yeah, you're sad it's not the main pod, and then you're happy again that actually the real terrible fans
It's true.
are listening, you know.
Absolutely.
And we do have a new one,
Oh,
which I need to so I need to thank
Right.
our new patron, Cara Joseph. So thanks to her for joining. She's a new
Thanks,
a new terrible
Cara.
fan, a new
Thank
friend of the
you.
family, friend of the show, and she's signed up, so she's got access to all that content. I just want to say welcome to you, Cara.
welcome to the family, you terrible listener. And do get in touch, and we will send out one of those
hand-mounted badges.
Those hand-mounted badges.
Did you send Caroline
Your
Bowman
address.
her
It is in the post as we
hand-mounted
speak, my good
badge?
sir. So yeah, get signed up and get listening to the bonus episodes. But we should start the show. Guys.
Yes, we
so
should.
I think maybe we should pull out a wheel, surely,
Shall we? Come on, then.
because I won't
Before
mind
we
playing
pull out a
one
wheel.
feature before we end
Can
the
I-
show tonight.
Can I
John.
go and get a drink?
Oh, of course. Yes.
I'm gasping.
While John's getting this drink, maybe I can just do this quickly. Well, I bought you a gift, but I feel like it's going to derail the podcast to give it to you. Because just time-wise is my worry, but maybe we can do it quickly. Because last week I was talking about my favourite new chocolate bar
Oh, on the main pod.
on the main pod, yeah. And it was like a
Shit.
gold bar,
Yeah.
wafer, millionaire chocolate bar.
Yeah. And I said to you,
I don't know what you said. Maybe you said pick me one up. But I was in there anyway, and I thought, I'll grab one of those for Matt. Now, because of reasons, we're actually recording this 2 weeks after the last pod.
yes.
So this fucking chocolate bar has been sitting in my drawer, just tempting me. Because I got myself one as well, but that was eaten within hours, you know.
Of course, and then you reset
And
the
then,
next
I,
day.
then,
You
then
can
I've got
eat it.
one there. It's just in there, in my drawer. And I'm
shit.
thinking every day, that's in there. I could eat that.
Well, did you think at one point I could eat that and then pick it up another one, or are you like, but this is a test now. This is now officially a gift. I'd be eating a gift nonetheless.
Yeah, I think it's a bit of that. Yeah, the second one, because obviously I could have done what you said. The shop's only there. I could have just bought another, but part of me was like, no, that's the one I bought
Yeah, I
for
know
that
what you mean.
purpose.
Yeah.
So that needs to stay.
My dad would often buy us gingerbread men on a Saturday when he'd come and pick us up, and sometimes he'd just say, "I'd be like, did you get us a gingerbread man?" Because occasionally he'd come. It was like a Coupland's one, you know, the
the
arms and legs
nice,
are
nice,
dipped
nice,
in
nice,
chocolate.
nice,
you know,
nice,
one of them
nice.
ones. The arms and legs are dipped in chocolate.
Yeah.
And he just said,
Gloves on.
"There's only one in there now, though." I just ate them, like, or just because they're in the glove box.
Right, yeah, of course,
yeah.
yeah.
He
And
was-
it's just and those like cookie things. I get the bag of like 5 cookies sometimes, you know, from Sainsbury's, and
Nightmare.
you're just putting your hand in and grabbing a bit out. You know,
Yeah,
you're not
yeah,
grabbing
yeah.
a full cookie. You're like, well, just have a bit.
Yeah,
I'm
just have a little
having
bit,
tiny bit.
just breaking a bit off. You know,
just eating 5 cookies.
but then you look in the bag, you go, where's all the cookies?
I just broke off 5 cookies.
Yeah, exactly. There was so many cookies.
Broke up and ate.
Now there's no
5
cookies.
But they're so soft.
So anyway, the point is, I did resist eating this.
Oh my god!
And it's called, just for the listener, because they're new. We talked about it last week on the pod, John. There it is.
Oh my god!
And it even says new printed onto the packaging. It's the McVitie's Gold, and it's called what's it called? A Billions Wafer.
Whoa!
So they're actually they're official McVitie's Gold biscuits. But
Yes,
they
exactly.
Made it into Billions wafer.
They've added wafer in there. There's some white chocolate, dark chocolate, caramel chocolate. It's very nice. I mean,
do I crack it open?
you could try it now.
Can I just crack it open?
Yeah, I mean, maybe you should try it for the listener.
John, would you mind?
Obviously, eating on podcasts ain't ideal unless
No.
it's part of the podcast.
Yes, I agree. Okay, I whipped it. Oh, that instant smell of the caramel.
I mean, I do enjoy it dipped in tea,
Oh
but,
my God.
but I think it's going to be okay without.
It's got a strong smell of that caramel. Is it caramel or caramac? It's the same.
It's like a caramel mixed with chocolate, isn't it? It's like caramel flavoured chocolate.
Like that,
Yeah, it's kind of darker chocolate. Looks like milk chocolate at the bottom, and then the gold bar on top. I'm gonna have to just. My mouth's watering.
Well,
That smell is. Oh my god!
there's a sort of, what is that, white chocolate fondant almost?
It's a white
cream.
chocolate fondant.
God.
Cream with a wafer.
Oh,
Almost like a Kit Kat, but not quite.
I feel like I should be putting this up my arse instead of
What an unusual response.
Sounds like an insult almost.
rather than
but
in
I
my
know you mean
mouth.
it as a compliment.
I'd rather shove it up my ass.
I'm not going to eat the whole thing.
No, don't. It's very sickly, but it's nice.
Cold
isn't
as
it?
well. I can imagine as well.
Dipping that in tea.
Like you said, dip that in tea. That is
yeah.
absolutely phenomenal.
But really recommend them because I don't think I named it correctly last time, but that's what it's called, the Billions Wafer. It ain't the best name, but it's the best flavour.
Billions wafer, yeah.
Sure.
Really good. And Ryan, thank you so much.
That's
Thank you.
okay. That's
But
okay.
more importantly, showing resistance by not eating
Well,
it.
that's the thing. Yeah, I mean, it was. You can sometimes you can just feel it's in the drawer. You're sat on your chair and you can feel it in there. It's so weird.
Have you
Yeah,
seen
yeah, yeah,
Lord
yeah.
of the Rings?
Yeah, it's like you're absolutely right.
You just see this flash of the bar in your
It's
head.
like the ring.
And it's gold as well.
That's exactly what it is. Yeah. That is exactly what it's like. Why
shouldn't I?
This is mine after all. I didn't pay for it after all. Okay, let's reveal this goddamn wheel.
Certainly precious.
Oh, okay.
There it is. in
There
its
we go, in
glory.
all
Don't
its
pull your back
glory.
out, but take off that cloth, will you, Ryan? It's
I
time to
will,
take
I will.
off that cloth.
Oh, absolutely.
Guess who that is?
That's a lot.
Guess what that is?
That's a lot of heads and
Well,
skins.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. Well, but the one in the middle,
Yeah.
that's Bobby.
Oh, my
God.
God,
Oh
Ryan.
my God.
Shit.
I mean, he looks old, doesn't he?
He does now, Ryan. I mean, because you've put the tiny glasses, like when you were saying before.
Yeah.
That's what the owner should have done. You've actually gone and done it there. He's got a pipe in his
I was
mouth.
thinking more of all like the rotten skin and the.
Well, I mean, that looks horrendous.
No, I stand by. I think it's absolutely incredible, right? I
Yeah.
think it's a work of art.
I like the walking stick that you've stapled to
Yeah,
its paw
exactly.
there.
Yeah.
Now, I just on closer inspection, I'm looking at the medal around his neck, and it's not an official Guinness one, is it? It's one
I
he's
had it
made.
made. I had it made.
Right.
I heard about all this.
Is it
and
tinfoil?
I felt bad. It's made of foil.
Yeah.
But I've sprayed it gold. You know.
Yeah.
No, that's fair.
Because it is, you do get the gold Guinness.
And I just dipped it in Guinness to give it that
Oh, lovely.
that Guinness
that
finish.
nod. Because that's the thing with the Guinness World Records. They have this weird scent of Guinness because they come from the Guinness factory.
Of course,
So
yeah.
they all have this like odour of sort of stout
Yeah.
about them.
Is that
Cream puff, is it called? Or
cream puff? There.
cream puffs there,
The thing
Sahara.
hanging off. Oh, you've got the lot.
You got
He's
the
got the lot.
You've got, and then just, is that just
And-
other old animals that you've got there then? Smell, that smell's coming to me now. It's drifted over now.
Well, it was down the Pet Cemetery. And
Sorry, John, yeah, I was going to say Pet Cemetery, John.
I thought it might have been the pet. I was going to say it's the pet cemetery, isn't it?
Yeah, it
It's,
makes sense.
You've been down there. You can see
and
a
it
lot
was,
of mud.
while I'm down there getting the oldest, I need to like decorate this wheel because it doesn't fill the wheel, does it? That's the thing. One old dog don't fill a wheel.
No, it's true.
that is the phrase.
It's a centerpiece, but it don't fill a wheel. You know.
Were you inspired? Had you been like reading a bit of Stephen King and it was a coincidence that you kind of gone, do you know what?
Thought,
No, I was watching Sky News and heard about this dog
it's big,
getting.
to be fair, it is big news today. It is big
top
news
story,
today.
wasn't it?
And you just went down and got it there. Was it buried in Portugal or?
Yes, it was over in Portugal.
So you went over, or did you get it sent over?
What do you mean? Well, either way, I went there, didn't I? But what do you mean?
No, I didn't know if you pretended to be part of the Guinness World Records, claiming that you needed a sample of Bobby, and then got him to send it over.
Oh, that would have been a nice idea.
They exhumed the corpse,
or whether you just travelled.
I just had to. I sort of played dead, got buried, and
in a pet cemetery.
Well, I was dressed as a dog, John.
Okay, course.
So I got dressed up as a dog.
Thank God they didn't cremate you.
Feigned death. You know, I can start my heart using magic techniques.
Yeah.
I think you put like a ball under your arm,
Can be
right?
done.
And it
Can
stops,
be done.
and it makes the pulse stop, right?
Yeah.
I've seen Dynamo do it before. Big
Ryan,
friend of mine,
kind
Dynamo.
of get adopted by a family first to fall in love with you.
Well, I employed actors to do all that.
Of course.
And this was in Portugal.
Well, yeah, once was that. I employed a family of Portuguese actors.
Yeah.
They can speak English too, so I could explain what they want.
Yeah.
And I said, listen,
Thank goodness.
I need to get to this pet cemetery because I need to steal the oldest dog in the world.
The news,
and they were like, the Portuguese dog, the oldest one in the world. Because they obviously know of it because they're Portuguese.
Of course, yeah.
And they, so that they acted as my family. I said, listen, I'm going to play a dog. I'm going to play dead. I'm going to dress as a dog, pretend I'm dead. You need to take me down to this pet cemetery. Here's some, I know it's like a prestigious pet cemetery because it's got the oldest dog and everything like that. Here's some money. That's fine. You just pay what you have to pay.
Yeah.
Look sad. Get me buried. But you need to leave an air hole. Make sure this straw that had coming out, still, there was a long straw that went up to the ground.
Yeah.
And then in the dead of night, you need to come back here and dig me up.
Right.
And then after that, you need to help me
dig
up the other pets, animals in this cemetery, and then help me transport them back to the UK.
So why?
And then help me staple them to the wheel.
So why did you bury yourself alive then? What was the...
To gain access.
Oh, okay. Right.
And once I'm in there...
How's this person... How did they come back in to help you dig you up then? How did they get in?
Well, no, it's a good
question.
Could
you not come in with them?
They were disguised as other pets.
Oh,
so they
okay.
I don't know what they did, but they employed their own family of actors.
Okay.
They were disguised as cats. This is after they'd buried me.
Right, yeah.
They had to go and do their own version of what I'd done so they could get in the cemetery.
Okay.
Yeah. And it goes on and on.
And a lot of stress in it because he's only just broke today as well. So
yeah, I know.
A lot of stress on for you today.
I'm exhausted. That's why I'm so tired.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you've done a great job though.
Yeah.
I mean, I say you've done a great job. Like, I'm impressed at the job you've done.
Thank you.
It's smelly, and I think that after the show we should possibly incinerate the wheel tonight and build a fresh one next time because I feel like
bit of peri-peri sauce. Brilliant.
I'm just worried that when it starts spinning, there's going to be like, what do they carry? TB, these things, or
Could be
dead
fleas.
Animals can carry
rabies, possibly.
Rabies.
I mean, there's certainly maggots
disease.
in
It's kind of horrible. That's what I can smell, but it looks like it could still work. So I am kind of curious as to see if it does still work.
Shall we give it a spin?
Let's give it a spin. Yeah. Ooh. Oh, pass me them goggles, Rob. I need to put some goggles on. That's horrible.
Yeah.
That is horrible. Goo all over the place.
They were going to call it what?
Oh shit.
Oh, okay.
This hasn't come up on the wheel for a while, has it?
Don't think so. We've not done it that many times. They were going to call it what? And I think one of the reasons is this is a feature I run.
Right.
And it's about working titles of things that were called things before they were eventually called the thing that you know them as.
All right. And have you got a jingle for this?
I do.
Okay.
And I think it actually explains.
Does it explain
all? Yeah.
It explains it all.
That's called it what? Don't call it that. I want to call it that, but that sounds crap, so call it this. Alright, I'll call it this. I can't believe you're going to call it that. Well, I've called it this, Anna, so stop going on about it. It's ended up called what you wanted to call it, so what's the big deal? It's only a working title.
What does it remind me? Is it Whiplash?
I think it's Whiplash, yeah, definitely. It's got that vibe about it for sure.
I love this feature, Ryan.
Yeah. I think it's
I've
very
just got a
interesting,
few
actually.
notes about like rule changes we could make. Or...
Okay.
Gotcha.
I'm already bowing to
No
contestants.
problem. No problem.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah. Just I'll do anything you want to keep you guys happy. I just want you guys to have a good time.
Have a nice time.
But I want it to also be challenging enough. Oh my God. I think in my singing voice in that song, there's something of the young Fred Elliott about me,
Yeah,
to be honest.
that's true.
Now listen, one of the reasons this might...
Is that like when, someone would say, I think there's like an element of Tina Turner's my voice. when I
yeah,
sing.
it's like...
Yeah,
that's called it one, Ashley. I said that's called it one, Ashley.
I don't want to blow my own trumpet in here, but I think when I'm singing there, I sound like Fred Elliott.
A young Fred Elliott.
young Fred Elliott, yeah.
Well, he was in Phantom, the original. I heard that on the news today, yeah. Other than, that's the thing he's famous for, as well as...
What?
He's
is
really
it
well
opera,
spoken,
right?
isn't he? Really,
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Like Pat Butcher was really well spoken as well.
And is it like
And he was a butcher.
Del Boy and David Jason,
Well, it's just an actor, isn't it?
Thespian. I know.
It's very thespian, yeah. I mean, he's in also... The other thing I know him from is Clockwork Orange. He's in that, isn't he?
Oh, gosh.
Yeah.
Naomi.
And I think he's quite a posh guy. And that, isn't it? He's got, like, the nice house with the art. And,
Oh, yeah.
know,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, it's funny because you feel, I don't know, it's with Coronation Street, you feel like, it's give Northern actors a chance, let them fill the roles. You kind of forget that there's just people that act and talk very, very normally.
Can do the accent, yeah.
And then just have to spend all day doing that. It must rub off on them, surely.
Well, I'm sure they get, really good at the accent, yeah.
All right then, Ryan.
Yeah, but so this doesn't come up that often. I think part of the reason is, because it's a thin slice of the wheel.
Slither, isn't it?
But also it's good, it's fortunate because I'm always like, oh, there's not that many of them.
Right.
Yeah.
And I do worry that I have got some, in my file.
Okay.
I worry that we've done them before, but I don't think we have. And today the theme...
And to be honest, Ryan, we'd have forgot.
You'd have forgot anyway.
I'd have forgot anyway.
Of course we would have forgot. We've probably talked about the oldest dog in the world before.
I know.
It's just it's the listener, isn't it?
Yeah. So we need to write these down, don't we?
Yeah, let's do the writing down. We'll do them as we go, like we did with your game.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm ready.
So the theme of this week's game they were going to call it what? It's TV shows.
Okay.
So I think we've done movies before. I think we've done products. So this is TV shows.
I like it.
And just for the listener, if you don't know how it works and you didn't get it from the jingle, basically I'm going to give the guys here the name of a TV show. Let me word this. Oh my God, I was flowing then. I thought I'm nailing this.
It seems so natural.
Yeah, I'm going to give the guys a few words. It's the name of a TV show. That was the working title of a show that went on to be a big show. So it's oh my God, how do you describe this? There's a real show out there that has a name.
Ryan, can I...
And that's the answer that I'm looking for.
Ryan, just take a breath. Take a breath.
Have you given it as the name yet?
No.
Oh, right, okay.
I'm just trying to explain the format.
Right. I see.
So, Ryan, what are you going to give us?
The working title of a famous TV show.
And what do we have to guess?
The name of that TV show.
Okay, there we go.
What it became. Yeah.
Everyone understands, don't they?
Yeah.
It's really simple.
No, for sure.
We understood before you'd even...
I know you guys did, but...
No, I mean the audience.
Even the audience did, I know.
Yeah.
I know. Okay, the first one is Reddies.
How are you spelling that, Ryan?
Readies. Reddies.
Piss easy.
Yeah? That's what I like to hear. I like to see you guys enjoying yourselves.
Yeah, really, really easy, actually, that. So I'm going for this kind of new style, which is like, I'm just really confident in all the answers. Just like, yeah, and hope that just carries me through.
Yeah, Well, and then if you get them right, it's great.
Okay. I've gone for a guess.
And if Johnny is me being so confident, like he'll
freak
like,
him out.
Oh shit! For example, play mind games with John, but don't tell him.
Okay, cool.
What do you say?
Have you got an answer down yet, John?
Yeah.
Both got answers? You're up to?
John's is wrong. Just the way he said yes, I worked him out and he's got it wrong.
Okay, so what famous TV show, Matt, was originally
Oh shit, we're going
at script stage called Reddies?
Only Fools and Horses.
A bit louder into the mic.
Only Fools and Horses.
Again.
Only Fools and Horses.
And John has written Only Fools and Horses.
He's written as quick as I've read it.
I can tell you the answer. We'll just do them as we go.
Okay, fair enough.
I think.
No, yeah, it keeps interest in it for people.
Yeah. The answer is, in fact, Only Fools and Horses.
Yes.
Yes, John Sullivan, the Only Fools and Horses writer, had originally given the show the title Reddies, meaning, of course, cash in hand, ready to spend, some Reddies.
Oh, that's
Quite
nice.
like it.
I like that.
Interesting,
I like
but like, as in the reason it's called that. You understood it was the money.
I knew it was money related,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I didn't know that's
Ready
why.
was a 50.
No, Reddy's is just like.
Oh, as in like a red, the colour red.
Yeah.
Oh no! Well, yeah, I see why you
Like
would think that, but I'm pretty sure it is to do with like, it's like ready to spend money. You know, it's
Ready
like,
to go.
or just a general term for like. I didn't know that. I didn't know that was why either until I read this.
Right.
But I assumed
Same.
it was like cash in hand.
If it's READ, then that absolutely makes sense. It'd be
Yeah,
ready.
yeah.
Not because then it would be REDDY, wouldn't it?
Exactly.
Ready.
Yeah. It'd be Chris Reddy versus Ready Steady Go.
Oh, yeah. So yeah, you're right.
However, so meaning cash in hand, ready to spend. However, he decided on Only Fools and Horses instead, a little-known phrase referencing only fools and horses work for a living, and fitting with the trotter's tax-evading lifestyle. He had also used the phrase as an episode title for his previous sitcom, Citizen Smith. That's interesting, isn't it?
Ah.
He'd used the phrase, what, sorry, Reddy's?
So Only Fools and Horses.
As for Citizen Smith?
So that was the title of an episode of Citizen Smith.
Ah, okay, nice.
Yeah.
It's a great
That's
phrase,
with,
that only fools and horses work. So that's basically people that, like, I suppose it depends how arrogant or how, like, you know, only fools and horses work. As in, I'm not going to be working. I shouldn't work.
That's what they're saying, really, isn't it?
You could argue that it's like only fools and horses work, as in, you know, like they say, get yourself a job you love, you never work a day in your life. You know, is it a positive stance like that, or is it them saying, like with the Only Fools and Horses, be dodgy and don't work a regular work?
Yeah.
Because that's what fools and horses do. You can make some serious
Well,
money.
right, yeah. I hadn't thought of that really.
So what was the other version of it? Sorry. It's like, you could be saying it. What's the positive way of looking at it?
Saying like only fools and horses work, you could say like as if it's...
So do something a bit illegal.
Well, yeah, but,
but sorry, the other version.
The positive side is like if you're in a job you enjoy, you'll never work a day in your life.
So it's like, yeah, you're a fool if you're working because you've not found a job you love, I guess.
Yes.
Which is...
I don't think
But it's such a privileged way of looking at things.
Yeah, I don't think it's intended in that.
No. It's funny, isn't it? Sitcoms just take a catchphrase or like a saying, don't they, often, and then it's theirs then.
Seldom
Yeah.
differ, for example.
Well, exactly.
Which one?
So ours seldom differ. If anyone doesn't know, that comes from Great Minds Think Alike, Fools Seldom Differ.
Yeah, it's a good point.
That'll be on the wiki page.
On the wiki,
Wiki page.
One day,
like,
one day.
Where the whistle
They keep taking it down.
Is it where the whistle blows? Where the whistle blows, or when the whistle blows?
But like porridge, doing porridge,
Yeah.
keeping up appearances, they're all catchphrases, you know what I mean? Often, anyway.
That's a good point.
But then it becomes that, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Upstairs, downstairs. Is that a phrase?
Even like the X Factor, even.
Love thou neighbour. Love thy neighbour.
You know, the X Factor was something that the judges often said in Pop Idol. They went, "Oh, you've got the X Factor," and then they made a show called the X Factor.
Yeah. You know, British Empire.
No, not quite the same. Not quite the same.
Rising damp, that's not a
It
phrase,
is.
it's just a thing.
well, it's a thing that
Yeah,
you
true.
complain
That's not
about.
quite a phrase. Yeah.
True.
But you know, you could see it on the catchphrase. Board number 2.
Yeah.
If you're ready, guys, the working title was Your Bottom. That's Your Bottom.
Tricky, 'cause
So
I
is it
know-
TV show? Is it comedy? Is it TV shows?
TV shows.
TV shows.
Now,
And
I
it's
feel
Your
there's-
Bottom.
There's a little trap he's trying to drop us into.
Yeah, I'm not
Matthew
falling for it,
Skillington.
John. I'm not falling for it. And he's spelling it
right.
your, you are, or your.
Why?
Good question.
YOUR, as in it's your bottom, the bottom belonging to you,
Right.
not you are bottom.
Yeah.
But the you are bottom could be like a quiz show, couldn't it?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Yeah, that Your Bottom makes more
It's almost
sense.
like the weakest link. That was the working title for the weakest link. I'm giving it away. Let me know when you've locked in.
That is tricky.
Your Bottom. Your Bottom. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous.
Insane name.
And you can't say bottom because obviously that's just stupid if it's bottom. It's got to be something like you said, like Your Bottom. Or is it a game show?
No, it's just well, it could be. Stop asking.
I've
It's a TV show.
I've put
It's British.
I've put it down. See this character that I said I did, where I'm really confident.
yeah, exactly.
Absolutely out the window.
But when you don't know the answer.
Yeah, turn back to absolute fear. No, I've got it. Easy.
You're both locked in.
Piss easy, this, actually.
John
Can't lock it until I've said my answer, because then he can't Google it.
Okay.
Oh.
Oh, wait.
You can't see it then.
No, you can show it.
Go on. Okay, John's going to reveal his answer to me now.
I've said spitting image.
Spitting image. Matt, what's your answer that you've...
I want to know what his thought process is on that.
Well, I thought to myself, your bottom, right? That sounds like the sort of thing where they've gone, what are we going to call it as a working title? Your bottom. And I thought the sort of 80s comedy, they're doing a funny thing. And they're like, oh, that is funny, actually. Spitting image.
That's an educated guess, John. I'll give you that.
What do you think?
There's a difference between thinking and knowing, right? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I know 100% that is fucking Mr. Bean. Because you can imagine, like, similar to what John said, that kind of, your bottom. You know what I mean?
You're going to hate me. You're not going to like what I've got to say right now.
Go on.
Because you know what the answer to this is, but you didn't want to say it.
Bottom.
It's bottom.
No.
Bastard, you bastard, you bastard.
Yeah, it was called, bottom. Which I think
that's a double bluff. That is a double bluff.
I guess it's a double bluff, but I think it stands because it's a different name.
No, that's fair. It's fair enough.
But it's, your bottom. But there's a reason. It's quite amusing. The show's original working title was
Your Shakespeare or something in Shakespeare.
Midsummer Night's Dream.
Bottom is in Midsummer Night's Dream. Bottom is,
It wasn't anything as highfalutin as that.
Yeah.
I mean, as you can imagine. Have you seen the fucking show? The show's original working title was Your Bottom. For the humour of people having to say, I saw your bottom on TV last night.
Yes.
I mean, simple as that. That's what they were going for.
That's great.
Why not? Why not?
Before it was shortened because Mail said they liked the shape of the word.
Bottom.
I get that.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, 100% get that.
It started as a joke. Well, it finished as a joke, to be fair. As in, like, they weren't intending to call it that, maybe. Like, it started as a joke.
Oh, like we'll call it Your Bottom as a laugh.
Until they learned that Alan Yentob, then head of BBC Two, disliked the title, which convinced the pair to stick with it. Mail...
Alan Yentob? I've not heard it. Did he die?
No, he still knocks about. He does, like, Imagine, the documentary series.
It's really...
Like, he makes programmes and stuff.
Yeah, I've not heard that name in years.
Yeah, but he used to be like, I don't know if he's a channel controller or anything like that now.
Yeah, he was big. He was doing documentaries and stuff.
Yeah,
I don't remember.
I think he still does them. Maybe not. I'm saying that might be years ago. What I'm talking about. That might be 10 years ago. What I'm getting at.
Sorry, carry on, Ryan.
No, not at all. Mail added that the title was deliberate to make viewers think of bottom jokes. Right.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
But why though? I suppose.
Well, it's the kind of...
I know, yeah. It gives
but that it also reflects on the show's premise. Two guys at the bottom of the pile, bottom of the heap. So it's a nice double meaning.
I think it's got lots
definitely.
of meanings for them. And it is a good, like you said, the shape of it, just the one word, their bottom.
Bottom. And it's a much stronger name than Your Bottom because it has the double meanings. There, you know, which is nice.
Fair enough. Yeah, it was a...
Shit.
It happened.
Now, I've got three more, but I don't know if I'm going to do all three. Let's go for this one.
I love this, though. They're so good.
Okay, well, let's crack on then. Let's go for...
And it takes time to research this, Ryan.
It's true, yeah.
So you might as well do it.
Okay, Wooden Top is the question.
Ooh.
Wooden Top.
TV show.
TV show that was known in its original form as Wooden Top.
Easy.
Do you know it?
Absolutely easy.
Okay, write it down. I could give you, like, information that's not necessarily a clue.
I'll give you a load of clues, Ryan, will you, mate?
Can I have information that's not necessarily a clue?
Because it's just to be factual about the working title element of it.
Okay.
So this was originally a one-off drama that had the name Wooden Top. It was so popular that they decided to make it into a series. And the series had the new name, if that makes sense. So the characters carried over, if you see what I'm saying.
So it was a one-off.
It was a one-off when it started, called Wooden Top. And then...
One-off episode, or like a... Was it
I think it was maybe a one-off episode, yeah. I think so. It says one-off drama. So.
And then it became a series.
Then it became a series and they changed the name, yeah. From Wooden Top to blank.
How many series did it have?
Can't tell you that. But maybe the fact I don't know the answer.
Right, you're not saying I couldn't tell you that, as in I'm not allowed to tell you. You're saying I couldn't tell you that because you don't know.
I don't know, but I've already said too much. I've already said too much.
Milking him right in front of his own eyes. I hate this. I hate it. Right. I had no, because you'd know that, so it can't be that.
Okay.
Ryan, is there relevance in the wooden top? But does it help?
There is actually, but yeah, there is. There's relevance. Although it's,
yeah,
I don't want to say too much, but
it's going to be something that we vaguely know about, don't it?
Well, you definitely know the show, like 100%.
Oh, okay.
100%.
Okay, so it's a famous show.
Yeah. Okay, just get yourselves locked in. Come on.
Oh, shit, I can't think of anything.
We've talked about it on the podcast before. It's come up in certain. It's come up before.
Here we go. Yes, come on, you get more out of him here, John. We're absolutely milking this guy. Absolute circle jerk.
Every penny.
And it has got relevance, but it's got relevance that I didn't. I was like, oh really? Okay, that means that, right? I didn't realise.
Okay, right. Oh, right. Thank you, Ryan.
You both ejaculated. Yeah.
No, you're the one getting milked.
No, I'm wrong.
Right. So, okay.
One-off drama.
I'm gonna say.
Wait. I've not logged in yet.
A one-off drama that became a series, and then the series had a different name. Okay, locked in, Matt. Locked in. Come on, lock in.
I'm just looking in. I'm just looking in just for time.
Okay.
I've this. Yeah.
What's your answer, Matt?
I can't believe it didn't come to me first time round just like that. Flashes, lightning. It's the bill.
The bill. You say the bill, and John says
the
borrowers.
The borrowers. I know I'm laughing. Could have been because the wooden top, the wooden. I understand why you might think that.
I couldn't think of anything with wood in it.
But
can I say for some reason an early thought was This Is England,
right?
But I know that it's not that because I feel like you'd know how many series there were.
Yeah. Well, I can tell you that you are correct. It's the bill.
Are you joking?
No, it is the bill.
Oh, congratulations.
Yeah. Well done. You got the point.
Oh, shit.
Felt like it was a bit underwhelming me saying that, but yeah, you got it.
Yeah, I thought, for sure. Do you know what it was? It's when you said, oh, that's the name of that.
Yeah.
You just said that.
And it's kind of, I looked it up, and apparently it sort of means like they used to call them wooden tops in the helmet because they had helmets on.
Well, I was gently milking you for information like that. But that's mad, still mad, because in my head I didn't associate wooden top with helmet. I just thought wooden top. Could that be something like, law?
Yeah.
Wise. I can't believe that I fucking got that.
Yeah. Well done. Congratulations.
Shit.
So yeah, the bill was originally conceived by Jeff McQueen.
John, can John be a bit more like shocked and surprised?
Nah.
Oh, when I said this podcast, obviously we mentioned the borrowers earlier on. I didn't mean this podcast. I meant Terrible Features as a whole. That we've talked about it on the podcast.
That was clear.
Sorry, let's talk about the bill.
The bill was originally conceived by Jeff McQueen in 1983, then a new television writer, as a one-off drama. McQueen had originally titled the production Old Bill. Actually, it was picked up by Michael Chapman for ITV franchise holder Thames Television, who retitled it Wooden Top as part of Thames' storyboard series of one-off dramas, and broadcast on ITV under the name Wooden Top on the 16th of August, 1983. Wooden Top starred Mark Wingett as PC Jim Carver. He went on to be a character, didn't he? And Trudy Goodwin as WPC June Ackland. Can't remember. Is that one of the famous characters? Not sure. Of London's Metropolitan Police, both attached to the fictional Sun Hill Police Station. Although only originally intended as a one-off, Wooden Top so impressed ITV that a full series was commissioned. First broadcast in 1984, with one post-watershed episode per week, featuring an hour-long separate storyline for each episode of the first three series. The first episode...
Is it an hour, the bill?
Apparently that first, when it started.
Yeah, it makes sense.
First episode of the full series was Funny Old Business, Cops and Robbers. With serialization, the name of the show changed from Wooden Top to The Bill. Because, in my era of the 90s, I feel like it was more like a soap, and it was almost like a half hour 3 times a week or something, maybe twice. Was it on the days? Was it on was it like Coronation Street's on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and The Bill was on Tuesday, Thursday or something.
I only ever watched The Bill on a Friday night
Or maybe it was just every Friday.
at my nan's.
Yeah, maybe it was just once a
that I don't know if they had more in the week, but I thought it was one a week, like Casualty.
Yeah, maybe it was.
Casualty
used to be-
was
Or
on.
maybe they were
Was
now, I
that a
think.
Saturday?
Casualty was a Saturday night, yeah.
My mum always had bloody Casualty on.
Yeah.
Oh,
same-
and then Oldby
same
City.
father.
Oh,
Yeah, my nana used to do the whole run Friday night, like Emmerdale, EastEnders, Coronation Street, Bosh,
Brookside
The Bill.
back then.
Yeah, just all night, just running. It was just running. Amazing.
It was. There were certain nights like the Fridays with the comedies as well. It was like, oh, brilliant! You know, you've got Friends, you've got Red Dwarf, you've got
You had The Simpsons as well.
The Simpsons. Oh yeah, and New Adventures of Superman, and
Saturday morning, that wasn't it?
No, it used to be on around the same time as Robot Wars. That sort of slot on a Friday.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
hated that show. Didn't like it at all.
What Superman?
New Adventures of Rubbish.
I saw him
enjoyed it
recently.
myself.
What was he in?
I did it all.
He was in something recently, wasn't
Yeah,
he?
he was. The guy who played Clark Kent.
Yeah. And I didn't realise at first it was him.
It wasn't like The Whale or something mad, was it? Oh, it's going to be annoying. This is going to lead to we're not going to get it, and then we can cut this down, can't we?
I can get this though. I've seen it recently.
I've seen him something recently.
Are you sure?
He played like a sort of. He had like a truck, and he was
Truck.
playing a kind of. Oh, I know what it was. I saw
It wasn't Mr. Toniano.
It was. No, I know what it was. I don't think you watched it though. To be fair, I saw him in The Curse, which is like the Nathan Fielder.
Oh, no, I've not seen him in that.
Yeah. Okay.
I've definitely
He
seen him
would be
recently as well.
perfect for Mr. Toniano, though. I'm just saying.
Yeah, he
like,
would.
He
he
would play
would,
that
he
well.
would.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was
good.
He was a gorgeous Superman as well, to be fair.
But anyway, Mr. Cauliflower.
Is that another...
It's the new question.
Oh, my God.
Mr. Cauliflower.
Is the name? Shh. I thought we were ending on a high there.
What's his game? Oh, well, I was going to kind of end, but then John was saying, no, you were doing so much research.
No, you
Ryan.
blasted the... There was got the... Like I said, it's easy to me, so I don't really mind. I'm so confident in...
I mean,
say.
these are just...
Quick fire, this one.
So-
This should be
through
quick
these
fire.
ones,
This should be quick fire.
Yeah, Mr. Cauliflower.
Yeah, 100%,
What are
100%.
the things? It's a TV show.
TV show.
Drama, comedy. What's the...
Yeah.
Right, let me just put an answer down. It's a TV show and a working title called Mr. Cauliflower.
You got it, though, Matt, right? Yeah? You locked in, yeah?
You piece of shit, John.
I locked in a while ago.
You locked in, Matt?
I'm locked in.
I'm not locked in at all. No, am I supposed to know this?
Oh, I'm saying quick fire. I want to
I'm
do
going
quick
to
fire.
quick fire then. Right, I've got it. I've got it.
All right. Reveal all, John?
What do you want me to... Well, Matt, have you written it down?
Yeah, he's got it written down.
I've got
Yeah,
it
he's
written
locked
down.
in. He's locked in.
Mr. Bean.
Mr. Bean. I think you've already written it down.
It's
on
a
your
Mr.
phone.
Bean,
Yeah,
I
Mr.
know.
Bean.
Yeah.
What have you said, Matt?
Mr. Bean.
You said Mr. Bean.
As Mr. Cauliflower as well.
Yeah, the answer's Mr. Bean. Of course it is. Of course it is.
Fuck me.
What
I'm
else-
good.
What else is going to be called Mr. Cauliflower?
I've never even
I've killed it.
made an
No, I was thinking
association
Mr.
about
Tums-
Mr.
yeah.
Bean. Yeah, I'd
Vegetable.
never thought about that.
Sorry, I'm really sorry, but no, I got okay. 1, 2, 3, 4.
According to Atkinson, when he was coming up with the idea of Mr. Bean, the character did not have a name. For him, the character did not need to have a name because he was a silent character. Yeah, fair enough, but come on, you got to call the show something,
I
ain't
know,
you, mate?
I'm being stupid.
However, he and his team realised the character needed a name so that the sketches could have one, you know? Just put it at the top
Would
of
help,
the...
wouldn't it?
Yeah, would fucking
Smart
help.
ass.
He's meant to be clever. They considered Mr. White, but it was boring.
Yeah.
Later on, they presented vegetables on the table, no pun intended. Cauliflower was a top contender, but they settled with bean because it was sharp, concise, and easy to remember.
Yeah, and good
Again.
on you.
Like bottom, it's a good word.
Yeah, because also you're not. It's like bean. It's funny. It's bean, but I don't associate Mr. Bean with the bean. It's
With baked
vegetable.
beans, no.
Whereas Mr. Cauliflower.
Yeah,
I
it's
just
too
think
much.
of cauliflower.
And like Bean is a surname. You know, we all know Sean Bean.
Exactly.
I never associate Sean Bean with baked beans either,
No.
to be fair.
No,
or broad
fair,
beans,
fair.
or
No.
runner beans. I
Is there
don't
one
associate
more,
him with
like-
food. Yeah. I'm going to give you multiple names that this show had,
Wow.
God.
right? Before it was settled on. And
That's
I
going
want
to be
you,
easy then.
and I want you to buzz in
Buzz in.
when you think you know the answer.
Okay.
Because you're going to get it.
Well,
Come
I
on.
know I'm incredible.
It's a TV
I'm
show.
really confident, and
Okay.
I can't lose. I'm smashing answers.
Square dance.
Bzzz.
Go on.
Dancing on Ice.
No, you're out. Okay, John. You're not out. You can buzz in again.
What?
Round the houses. Oh, you buzzed?
No. Sorry, I was just going to say he can buzz in, but now he only gets half a point.
Yeah, sure.
Next
whatever,
time he
yeah.
buzzes, he gets a quarter point.
Yeah, that stands because you've said it last. But if you were to say something else, go on.
Brookside.
Nope. London Pride. Round the square.
EastEnders. Have that, John. Have that, John.
I fucking buzzed before.
Confidence is a preference.
He's gone away with half a point.
What do you mean, Arthur?
You didn't challenge me on it at the time, so John said if you buzz in again, it goes down to half a point, and I accepted as the pathetic
piece of
host.
Shit.
I did say, like, if Matt now challenges me on that, I'll be
I was
retracted,
too
but-
busy thinking about the game.
Yes, and East 8. So square dance around the square, around the houses, London Pride, East 8 were all potentials for EastEnders, the soap opera, of course.
Around the houses. I mean, that would...
Julia Smith came up with the name EastEnders after she spent months telephoning theatrical agents and asking, do you have any real EastEnders on your books? This is when they're trying to find the cast. And she'd been saying she'd been saying the word EastEnders again and again and again, day after day. Excuse me, have you got any real EastEnders on your books?
EastEnders.
And it's like, EastEnders. Maybe EastEnders is the thing.
Right.
But she thought the word looked ugly written down, and it was hard to say, which it's obviously not now, but,
And it does look a bit ugly written down.
So she, just to make it a little bit more pretty, she capitalised the second E, so it's EastEnders instead of all one word, EastEnders.
Oh, I see, yeah.
But yeah, it's a weird one, isn't it? Like with many of these things, it's just it means something completely, like the word EastEnders is just that show now. You don't really think of it as meaning, people from the East End. I mean, obviously you do make that connection, but do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like EastEnders, yeah.
Yeah, it all just eventually becomes nothing.
It's like Seldom Differ. I go through, in the past, I've gone through periods of going, I don't love the name Seldom Differ, we have it, you live with it, and then sometimes you go, actually, I quite like it, it's quite...
Yeah.
But really, it doesn't matter, is the truth.
No, it becomes
just
a
becomes
noise.
a different thing, doesn't it? Like, Seldom Differ means us.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean anything else.
Yeah.
In a way, it means something to everyone other than us. Like, in a way, it means something different to everyone else, and it means something that it does to us.
Yeah.
I mean, see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
To us, it's our name.
Yeah, totally.
But to everyone else, that it is us, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it does. It does make sense.
So sometimes you think of your own name, like Ryan. I go, Ryan. Weird, isn't it? It's a weird collection of letters,
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
And that's it, yeah, cool, okay.
No, well, that
How
actually...
did we go on?
I got the East End. I absolutely blasted John out of the water, didn't I?
You got Reddies, you got half a point for that, you got
Well,
that.
hold on.
And you got...
Only Fools and Horses we both got, to be fair.
Yeah?
To be fair.
Is this just worth 1 point to the winner, or is it?
So that's
Multiple
1-1, and then
points.
Wooden Top I got right, which was the bill. That's another point for me. That's 2 points for me. I got Mr. Bean. 3 points.
You got 3.5.
I got
and
Mr.
John
Bean as well.
got... Pardon? Yep. And John got...
Mr. Bean, Only Fools and Horses. 2 and 8.
John got 2.
2.5 I got.
Have you
What was
included?
the half for?
Oh, sorry, 2. Sorry, 2.
He's 3.5
Popping
on.
himself a half
Can
on.
you take half a point off for him trying to nick half a point?
If you ask me to, I
Can
will.
you take off 2/3?
Did you include? No, Ryan. Did you include
No,
the EastEnders
2/3
point
of a
for me?
point off of his.
And I got half a point for that because John said so.
Well, because you buzzed in too early.
No, because
yeah.
he buzzed in.
What do you mean?
And then,
oh,
and
right,
then,
so we're
and
not
then
allowed to
Ryan
buzz in.
said, "Oh, you
points
can buzz
half
in
every
as
time
many
you
times
buzz.
as you want."
That's how the game works.
Right.
For next time, yeah.
Okay. That's fine.
You still won that.
Yeah, no, I'm just taking part that counts.
Okay,
It's just
I
that I
mean-
never usually win, so I'm really basking in.
I mean, look, we're looking down the barrel of 2 hours here.
Holy shit.
Do we do another spin, or do we maybe just save that for next time? and
Maybe bank that.
call it a night.
Wow.
Because it's been a good old show. I gotta say that.
It's
a
been
good
a
old
lovely show. High energy, I'd say, this show.
Oh, it had it all.
But is there still time for a spin? Not for a spin of the wheel, for a game of Who's at the Door?
I think there might be.
Who's that? Who's that? Who's at the door? Who's that? Who's that? Who's at the door? Who's that? Who's that? Who's at the door? It's a mystery.
Okay, guys, who's at the door this week? We are going straight to John. Who's at the door this week?
Is it Woody Wood? No. It's William Tell.
William Tell, you say, invented the telephone very famously. And we go to a good old-fashioned Ryan Howes. And who's at the door this week?
I'm going to go for the inventor of the hood, Robin Hood.
Oh, very good, very good, very good. Unfortunately, neither of you this week. It was actually just good old-fashioned Bugs Bunny.
Oh, classic. That would have been nice.
Longest living bunny.
Oh my God!
I've
interesting.
ever seen.
Yeah, interesting. Yeah, it would be, wouldn't it?
Still going to
Do
this
you know
day.
what? I got cartoon vibes. I nearly said
because
Woody
you were going to say
Woodpecker.
Woody. Yeah, that's why I thought. Oh, he's on to the right thing here, and then he just went for William Tell.
Yeah.
Still, there we go. Listen,
Do you know what I mean by William Tell? That's a William Tell overture.
Yes, of course. No, great guess. Great guess, to be fair. Didn't say it at the time, actually. I should have. Guys, listen, it's been such a fun show. I've had a really nice time, a good laugh. I think the pints of Cronenberg really helped me.
Oh, I.
Couldn't even get through a whole pint during this 2-hour slot.
They just go and go, don't they?
They just
these
keep
pints.
on giving.
Yeah.
I suppose it was the aperitif of the Cronenberg Blanc. But highly recommend that for you drinkers of Cronenberg, especially in the summer. Thanks so much for coming down and listening to our show today.
Absolutely.
You've been joined by Sir John Patrick over there.
Hello, guys. Goodbye, guys.
And, of course, good old-fashioned Ryan Howes over here.
Thank you. Mattskillington.com,
And I've
the brand.
been Mattskillington.com, the brand. And I'll leave you... I will leave you on this very sentimental note in the style of, what's he called? Jerry Springer. Madness. And then all of a sudden, trying to redeem that madness.
Right.
Guys, I'm going to leave you with this tonight. Last year we put down Ruby, a beloved family pet. She was made out of love and gave it to everyone she met. She lived for 14 years. A long time, some would say. But it's not fair to end it there. They deserve 1 million more days. In the 2 years a hamster lives, a kid can fall in love. Then one day you prod its hay and it feels as hard as wood. So when you get home, go straight up to your pet. That happened to me. So when you get home, go straight up to your pet. Appreciate a moment I promise you won't regret. Dogs, cats, gerbils, fish. You know what to do. Not so much with a parrot, though, as it'll probably outlive you. Good night.
Beautiful.
Good night.
Good night.
Sometimes you've got to take a
You've been
moment.
listening to Seldom Differ's Terrible Features with Matt Skillington, John Patrick and Ryan Howes. Intro and outro theme by Old. You can follow them at Old Music on Instagram. If you want to follow the boys at Seldom Differ, you can get them at Twitter at Seldom Differ, Instagram Seldom_Differ, and Facebook at Seldom Differ Comedy. You should also subscribe at Seldom Differ on YouTube. Thank you to Luke Collins at Appley Bridge Studio for his additional audio work. And thank you to all you Patreon subscribers. If you're interested in supporting us, then go to patreon.com/Seldom Differ. And there you can donate as little as £1 a month, that's 25p an episode, that's not too bad, to £3 plus a month, which will allow you access to all of our bonus material. Please do give us a 5-star rating and a review. We'd be unbelievably grateful. Thanks for listening.
If you like a blood sausage, Elliot's on Gas Street. Mention my name.